Now we're gonna take the dash out probably. Glass, we're gonna take the glass out. So now that it's up a little higher, I gotta get like a step stool involved, but. So, okay, so the thing on the glass, there's nothing wrong with the glass. We're gonna try and preserve it. The notchback rear glass is really hard to find, so we gotta make sure we don't break it. This whole time we've managed to preserve it, not get sparks blasted into it, because sparks will melt the glass. So that's why we have the spark paper on it right now. But, so, okay, A-body Barracuda, 67, 68, 69, pretty much the same body. There was a few differences throughout the years. There was a notchback and a fastback for all 3 years. The 67s only had plastic chrome trim on the windows gaskets. 68 and 9 had stainless trim on the window gaskets. So I want the stainless trim because this stuff here is all wore out and it just doesn't look that nice. I don't want to put plastic stuff back on it. So the way you remedy that is you get a 68, 69 gasket for the front and rear and reuse it with your 67 glass. And so I already have, you can't buy the rear trim for this. So I had to hunt down some original stainless trim that was in pretty good shape. I found some from a guy on A-body Mopars, I think, .com. I got 2 sets of them, but the front is a lot easier to find. The fastback trim is a little easier to find because there's a lot more of them. But some of the parts for this car are not as easy to find. And that's probably why a lot of people don't build these cars. They don't resto-mod them because it's hard enough just to find the original parts. But there are some out there. There's a lot of cars that are just parts cars. But it's not your 69 Camaro or 70 Chevelle where every single part is available. So, at least not yet. There are a few parts, and there'll probably be more, especially when they see Hammer Fabs building some really cool ones. So, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna cut the rubber out. We're just gonna destroy the rubber without destroying the glass. And I've already got the gaskets for this car. We're just gonna set the glass aside so that we don't take a chance of accidentally damaging it when we sandblast it. And then basically, as soon as the car's done getting blasted and cleaned, we'll be ready to put the glass back in. So that'll be in an upcoming video as well. All right, so there's 2 things I gotta cut through there. I'm kinda, I don't know. I've never taken one of these glass out of a Mopar. I've never installed one. I don't wanna mess up my headliner and I don't wanna mess up the glass. So I'm just gonna cut this inner layer here out that goes around the headliner without slipping. We may have to make several cuts. I have this glass tool here in case anybody's probably thinking, why don't you just use one of those? So I got one of these, but it just looks like I'm gonna have to get too aggressive with it. I don't wanna take a chance of messing it up. I would rather proceed with caution. We're not taking this headliner out. It's in pretty good shape. Check out that package tray cover. The thing is so nice. So the lady that owned this thing, she knitted like this cover for it. I've still got it. I might even put it back in there just for nostalgia's sake. But she perfectly preserved this. It's just got dust on it right now. But because she knitted that, it perfectly preserved that whole thing, which I thought was pretty cool. Now, I just said how nice that thing was. Let's try and do this without screwing it up. What is the deal? I guarantee you, anybody trying to remove those package tray, they probably just rip a hole right in the middle of that thing. That's ridiculous. All right, one more. There, that one came out easier. Nice. Dude, look at this. Look at how clean this is under here. Original, unmolested car.
I guarantee you it hasn't seen the light of day since it left the factory.
No, the package tray you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not everything about old cars is glorious. This is one of those tasks. It is not necessarily fun, but you gotta know how to do it, and you gotta do it without screwing things up. There we go. Now it's peeling right down the middle like it should. Just don't want to pull on the glass too hard. There's still a rope in there from when they installed it. That's interesting. Mopar just left the rope in there. I don't know if that's normal or not. Mopar guys, comment in the comments, is that normal? leaving the rope in the window. This is not a job for the new guy. It takes too much patience and a little bit of experience. Unless you're really, really detail oriented, which one of my new guys is. He could probably do this without screwing it up. All right, that's most of that. I got a little bit here, maybe relieve a little bit of that. I don't want anything fighting us when we try and pop this glass out. All right, so we just want to warm up this rubber, the edge of the glass and the rubber. We don't want to warm it up too fast though, because a drastic temperature change could possibly crack the glass. We're just trying to bring it up to a little bit warmer temperature so the rubber's a little bit more malleable and not so rigid. Even that back edge down there, it's pretty warm. All right, let's just gently persuade it. Take this plastics tool and push on the gasket only. There, it's moving a little bit. We're just gonna slowly work it. Just wanna kind of get it all going in the right direction. You can hear it coming loose. It's starting to move. Okay, that's pretty much loose. This is why you hire a car guy for a cameraman. Because the camera guy said, hey, why don't you take the lock strip out first, man? I said, yeah, you're right. Those are going in the trash. It's garbage. All right, now I bet you that thing jumps out of there. It's still under a lot of pressure. It's just glued. There, that whole side came loose, didn't it?
Yeah, I got it. It's coming from out here now.
Okay, here, just let's work it around the top. I don't want it to fall inward now.
Yeah, it's going.
Can you go over on the other side?
Yeah.
Just pull that strip off the side.
Clear on the sides and the top. Just
Okay.
top.
All right, hang on to that right there, or it'll be okay there for a second. Burt Reynolds time.
Yeah.
All right, try again, gently. All right, just pull out and forward, just gently. Pull up, forward.
There, it's a wick. I'm just going slow.
All right, now straight up. Tilt it flat. There you go. Now straight back. Jeremy, can you grab it?
I got it.
All right. Do not drop it. All right. We got it! One piece! Yay! Now we got to protect it. I'm going to take it straight upstairs so it's out of harm's way. Junk old plastic.
This last piece and giving it up very easy, is it?
Not Mopar's best moment. Okay, it's pretty much cut free all the way around. Now we just got to kind of push on it, break it loose a little bit. Just got a little bit of glue on it, I think. Got my little koala buddies here. Those came with the car. I'm not sure what the purpose of the koalas is other than they're hanging on tight. So I'm gonna leave them on there as long as I can. They're gonna ride along with me. I don't know if these koalas, if she just, the lady that owned it, if she just liked koalas, or maybe she went to Australia, brought them back, or if koala, was there like a thing in the 60s about koalas? I don't know. Comment below if there's like a thing, everybody had koalas on their mirrors back then. I don't know. Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to take those inner garnish moldings off so I can cut it more. It's just glued too good. Ooh, those are like specialty screws. We don't want to lose those. And these are plastic, so we don't want to break those. Come on. Don't tell me I gotta take all of this apart. Like, why isn't that thing moving? There's probably another screw underneath there. So then I gotta take these off. What a pain. Then I gotta take those off. Then I gotta take that off. Then I gotta take that off. Thank you, Jesus. All right. Yeah, that was easy. A lot easier than I was expecting it to be. Okay. now this should clip off of there. I think that gets hidden by the seat. I accidentally caught it on fire when I was welding. Look at that, a whole bunch more screws under there. I feel like there's something on the top here still.
Does it slide forward towards you, baby?
No, not really. I mean, I was trying to slide it forward, but it seems like there's something else hung up there. It does move front to back. There. Well, I thought that was it.
Well, hold on.
What?
The edge closest to your hand is getting hung up on that. You see?
Yeah.
If you get it over there, I think you're free.
There. Man, that's tight. All right, well, that's nice. We'll preserve that. This will polish out. All right, let me get those out of the way. All right, what were we doing? Back to the front here. My goodness. Why does that stuff fit so tight? I just want to get the glass out. What, you got to take the dash out just to get the garnish molding out? Freaking Mopars. Over-engineered. Damn it. Broke it again. Unbelievable. Never seen a garnish molding fit so tight in my life. Well, we finally got the front windshield out. It was a struggle, but cameraman had to help me a little bit. Thank you, Eric. So this glass looks like it's still savable. We'll just have to polish it up before we put it back in. So I'm gonna go put it upstairs with the other one. Once again, thank you Mopar engineers for the over-engineering that you did on these plastic garnish moldings. These things are fitting so tight up in there. Luckily got that side out without breaking it. But this one, I just couldn't get it out and it cracked and we broke a couple of chunks off. So I don't know if you guys got a better way of removing these without breaking them. I'd love to hear it in the comments, but you know, short of taking the headliner brace off, which I'm not familiar with how that goes in there, so I didn't really want to open that can of worms, but maybe that's what I needed to do. I don't know, but that just seemed like more work. So anyways, when this goes back together, we're gonna have to probably glue that back together. Anyways, we got the glass out, the old gaskets. It was glued in there a lot. Next, we're gonna try and take the dash out and the front door panels. Yeah, thankfully these door handles come right off. Window cranks, I mean, that's nice. So we're gonna put them in a bag right away and tag them so that we don't lose these specialty hardware. They do have kind of a specialty screw there. More things to keep note of if you're gonna restore a Mopar. They got all these tricky fasteners that GM doesn't have. You know, GM cars have normal stuff like Phillips. This is Phillips. We might end up painting these or something. The chrome on them the plastic chrome is kind of garbage on them. Now what? Now you gotta be a magician to get this off of here. All right, armrest screws. So we're gonna put these door handle screw, door handle. That'll polish up nice, that's chrome. We just need to shine it up a little bit. So we'll put that in there. Along with these two screws, I'm gonna put them on the back side of it, so hopefully they don't get all scratched up in there. And then I'll lay those two together for now. I'm thinking we're gonna paint this though. Unless I can find those new, we'll just paint those like the interior color. And there you have it. This, kids, is how you lock your doors. For all you youngins out there that never had to deal with one of these. When out,
them on how to use it though.
well, yeah, I screw it, but you know, you push it up and down. That's how you lock it. And the cool thing we did, back to customize our cars, we'd get different door locks and screw them on there. That was cool. All right, we've come a long way since then. All right, let's get this off of here and this off of there. Now that's your seal. Oh, that's part of the door. That doesn't come off. I thought that came off. Well, we're putting that back on so we don't lose that. It was actually missing a screw over there. My bad, I thought that came off. Okay, I could put this back on for now. We'll probably maybe we'll paint those when we paint the rest of it. It's that brown color. I don't know, we'll see. Or we could just get some chrome ones. You can buy those all day long on probably eBay or something. So, okay, so here's how this works. You screw that down, and then you wanna lock your doors, you push. Oh, see, it stripped out. We gotta get new ones anyways. Good reason to get new ones right there. I'm gonna put...
When the new ones come in, you'll show them how to lock and unlock it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this in the bag anyways, just as a reminder to get new ones. All right, here we go. Now what? Now we gotta figure out how to get this door card off of here. It should just be clips. Mainly, I just wanna take it off so it doesn't get destroyed from sandblasting or dirty. Thankfully, those didn't give us too much trouble. Whoa. There. So, I don't know, those are in pretty good shape. There's one cut in it there and some scratches. I'll see if we can get the gold ones new, but it's probably several $100s that at this point really probably isn't worth it for a driver quality car. Later on, if I paint this car again, I'll probably do a black interior. So there's really no point in upgrading to the gold ones now. We're gonna take this rear garnish molding off. Put that little guy right in the bag.
Oh.
It was. I just bashed it out of, yeah, see it's got a little slot right there for that screw.
Oh.
I didn't see that screw.
Got stuck on both sides. You live, you learn, right?
I might replace these felts while I got these off because they're really easy. They just clip in. So I might do that just to improve it while we got it apart. I guess the dash is next. I like the door handles on these cars, the inside ones. Just kind of simple and utilitarian. These seem like they're missing something though. Seem like they should have like a knob on them or something. I don't know, maybe not. We're gonna try and reupholstery these armrests, maybe even make them a little bit more better. We'll probably make the bottom section out of like PVC or MDF and then just do a thin foam padding on top and rewrap them in like a brown leather. I've got a brown leather that would match this pretty good or something like that. Maybe some vinyl if we have some leftover vinyl somewhere. I'm trying to think, where could I get some gold vinyl? I think it'd be brown, especially if we paint the armrest brown. I don't know, that might look like a big brown blob on the door though. I'm gonna have to think about that. Details, it's the details that matter. My first preference would be see if we can find some of the original gold vinyl. Paint this part and just put that back kind of original looking. All right, now we got clips. Well, that clip was messed up. It just fell out. We're gonna have to fix that. Looks like somebody's had it off before because that's not an original clip. I was almost about to say these have never been off before, but then I saw that clip. Huh? I don't know, maybe those are the original clips. Yeah, they all match. All right, so that's pretty cool that this still has the original plastic bagging on there to seal that off. We're just gonna tape the edges a little bit to make sure that that stays sealed. We'll tape the top, protect the glass, and then probably wrap the door anyways just to prevent any unnecessary sand from getting in the door because that stuff gets everywhere. So if we just don't give it an easy way to get in there, it should minimize the amount that gets in there. What do we got in here? Bags of money? Oh.
A rat's nest.
What in the world?
My heater's not working.
Customer says,
I got this funny rattling sound in my heater. Sounds like leaves falling.
I've never seen that before. I mean, that's a new thing on me, the Mopar thing. Same thing over there. We'll vacuum that out. Let's see, we're gonna probably not run the CB radio. It's kind of cool, but it's I don't see myself using it or getting a kick out of that. So probably just gonna take that out, put it on Facebook Marketplace or something. It works. I mean, I got the antenna and everything for it. You know, you could probably talk to UFOs or whatever, truckers. So we're gonna get that out of there, and I'm planning on putting some sort of a stereo in here, so I might have a stereo in there. We're putting bucket seats in this. I found some really nice original bucket seats and center console. So we're gonna test fit those here in the near future. I saw AMD sheet metal products. They have the brackets for the center console. So I'm gonna buy those so that we can attach them to this tunnel. Should be a bolt-in deal, easy peasy. I just noticed there's a hole right there, a rust hole right there. That's the first time I've ever seen that. We gotta fix that. Not bad, we can just weld those up. All right, we're gonna see if we can take this steering column out of here. More Phillips screws. Can you go get some more bags?
Yeah.
Like a bunch more?
Yeah.
Big and small ones? Oh my gosh, these pieces are so fragile. Thing's crispy. Oh, dang, it cracked. Just by barely tugging on it, that thing cracked. Really? Right there. I mean, we can super glue it,
Yeah,
but...
I mean, it'll fix nicely. but still sucks.
I gotta get a vacuum over here though. Now we got wires to deal with. Oh, there's studs. Those. Now wait a minute. That one. There again, there's a part you don't want to have to look for later. Oh, there's one more bolt back there. Okay. Now we've got shift linkage to contend with down there. Whoa. There, I just gotta get that thing through there. There. All right, so the other thing we're gonna swap, since we're gonna swap to a floor shift instead of a column shift, we also have to swap the column because the other column doesn't have the shifter on it. Oh. Now it should rotate. We should be able to unplug things at this point. Let's see what we got going on. Can you go grab that?
Yeah.
All right, what are we doing here? We got to disconnect some stuff. This control cable wasn't even connected to anything. So they might have disconnected it because the leaves were blowing in there or something. I don't know what to do with that. So many. There's got to be an easier way to do this. I'm gonna have like a million baggies full of stuff. Now I got to figure out how to get the knobs off. All right, there's one knob. Don't want to lose those. All right, there's two knobs. Don't want to lose those little set screws either. That knob's already missing, so we're gonna have to find a knob for that one eventually. What else do we got to take off here? We're gonna have to replace that hose because it's just blowing under the dash. All right, now that's free. Now there's a plug here. We got to take that off. Okay, what's left? We're gonna replace all of that when we put it back together because it's just disintegrating. Okay, there's little clips that were holding it on there. Just an old car. It's in pretty good shape, but it's still an old car. She's all wore out and crusty. What's this cable right here? That's going to the radio antenna. Yeah, I was just trying to get that loose and pull that out. There, that's disconnected. That's disconnected. That's disconnected. That's disconnected. This thing's pretty heavy. Just don't scar up this mat. All right, we just got to lift it straight out, basically, like that. And then it's all here. All right, hang on. Can you get it? Cool. Glove box is open.
Yeah, I know.
All right, I got this side. Well, we got the dash out. It's a little tricky, but not too bad. Thankfully, it's a pretty solid car. We took a lot of pictures as we're taking it apart so we can put it all back together. You know, there's some things under here that were kind of surprises. I'm not sure what to think about this or that heater box. Right now, it's just a heat-only car, and for now, I'm okay with just a heater, but, you know, I don't know, that thing's kind of antiquated. Might consider doing some vintage air or resto mod air in the future. But anyways, we had a successful day. We got the rear glass out without breaking it. We got the front glass out without breaking it. We only managed to break one thing today, two things. That garnish molding and a little bit of my feelings. Until next time, we'll see you later.